Well, today I'm at the Mecan River. I'm at the Highway 21 landing, which is pretty far upstream on the river. My goal today is to paddle from here down to Dakota. I'm anticipating probably 3.5, maybe 4 hours on the water today, taking my time. There's likely to be some down trees to maneuver around. I have never been this far up. I haven't done the first 1.5 miles or so down to Cumberland Road, but I've heard that some fine folks from the Mad City Paddlers have been through with chainsaws this year to clean it out. So we'll see how it goes. Well, for the first couple hundred yards, the water's certainly been very fast and ripply, shallow. I don't know if I'd bring my, pristine composite boat down here, because likely will scrape it up a bit. This doesn't look good. Got a low bridge across the river here. Hopefully I can get underneath it. Looks like I should be able to. Hey, hey. Well, not the most relaxing paddling trip I've ever had. Oh, shit, more. County B at Richford. So it took about an hour to get from Highway 21 down to Cumberland Road. Lots of down trees. I think I'll wait until it warms up before I do that stretch again, so I can just wade around some of the obstructions, not have to worry about getting wet. Over. I'm at the Cumberland Road put-in for the Mecan River, which is just downstream from Richford, Wisconsin. Now I'm ready to put on. As you can see here behind me, the Mecan is a pretty small stream, but it's one of my favorite streams in Wisconsin because it's nice crystal clear water, sand bottom. This part of the river, you can see it's very small, very tight and twisty. There aren't any rapids, so to speak, but there's fast current and sharp corners and down trees to maneuver around, so I guess I wouldn't recommend it for beginners necessarily. And today, you know, it is possible to tip over here getting caught in a tree. And today the temperature is only just over 40 degrees, so I don't want to get wet. Got the culvert under Cumberland Road itself right here, so a little riffly, and then have to avoid a down tree just downstream. Well, here's the 11th Road Bridge on the Mecan. I've put in here many times. Today's actually only about the third time, I believe, that I've put in upstream of here. It took about an hour and a half to get this far. A little bit of maneuvering on this part of the river too. Glad somebody went through with a chainsaw. I can't believe how I used to think this river was so small and intimate, twisty, turny, but it's just, you know, in comparison to that upper stretch, it just seems like, oh, this is nice and wide open and easy. Guess I have to recalibrate my thinking now. Well, here's a big white pine down. That's not any lower. I'm going to cut through that one with my handsaw. I also wanted to comment a little bit on the fall colors. I'm a little bit past peak fall colors, but I'd say even so, this part of the state is the Central Sands region of Wisconsin, which means that a lot of the trees are pines and oaks, so you get a lot, you know, it's green and brown. You don't tend not to get as many brilliant yellows and reds and oranges as you might in other parts of the state that has a lot of maple trees, but still incredibly pleasant. And I just saw a deer, so pretty nice. Well, I'm arriving at Dakota. It's just before 2:30, so it took just under 3 hours to get here. So just a beautiful trip. Saw tons of deer, including probably the biggest buck I've ever seen in the wild. Some eagles, wood ducks, muskrats, a lot of fish, pileated woodpecker. So just a glorious, relaxing day.
Talvig.